like this that much. Okay. I told on this before in our global about leader strength. So this quiz is telling you what your leader strength is. Okay. Your leadership spiritual gifts is section one. Okay. Your natural abilities is two. And then three is your leadership qualities. Okay, so what this is giving you is a framework. Okay, a framework as a kingdom leader. What what strength can you come in as you lead in different areas? Okay, this is ministry. This is marketplace. This is why many people are bad in marketplace because they do not understand their leader strength. Okay, they're pressing into areas that they're not good at. Okay? They're pressing into ways that are unnatural to them. And they're not, for example, as the book says in this area, they're not administration or service, or they're not leadership and teaching. They're not mercy and compassion. They don't have those leadership gifts. Okay? And so they're not pushing into the strength of their leadership gifts, natural abilities, okay? People are not pushing into the natural abilities or leadership qualities, which is about how you are fulfilled, okay? So the first one, leadership spiritual gifts, is about how you show up as you lead, okay? So leadership spiritual gifts is about what? How you show up as you lead, because this is what comes from motivation. Okay, so how do you show up when you lead? And that has to do with your motivation. And then natural talent abilities is just about the things that you're good at automatically. These things you don't often have to think about. You are just good at them. Okay? And then you have leadership qualities. Now I see some people say they put something in each one, okay? And or they put something in each one, and or they maybe lean towards, or they have a lot that could be one thing or the other. Okay, so what do you do in a situation like that? Okay, because I too have some that could be multiples of these things, but the question is, when do you show up the strongest? Okay, not what you like best. It's not about your preference. It's about where your leadership strength is. What am I gifted to do, as the book says? What am I skilled to do? Okay, what am I gifted to do, and what am I skilled to do? Okay, these are the questions that these are answering. Okay, so what am I gifted to do, and then what am I skilled to do? Does that make sense? Okay, so as you look at your answers again, and you see, okay, we have a variety of things here that when it comes to leader strengths, okay, when it comes to leader strength, we have administration and service, okay, we have leadership and training, and we have mercy and compassion. So we have three different types of people types when it comes to leadership spiritual gifts. Okay, when dealing with someone with the administration gift, no, mercy and compassion. Let me start with that one. With the mercy and compassion gift, we see that type of person that is a good listener, empathetic, acts of kindness, compassion, praying, all those types of things. Now, in this leadership style, okay, because now we're talking about what am I gifted to do? In this way of leading, how would you say, who got mercy? Tell me. Okay. Okay. So, with all of the people that showed up as this as a leader gift, okay, how then does this show up in how you lead in your life now? Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, you do? Okay. Can you see it? Okay. Now, the question then is, what am I gifted to do? Okay. The question is then, this tendency then that you have to show up in this mercy and compassionate way, is is it your leader's strength, and or is it a weakness? Yeah, how can you tell the difference? You tell the difference if it allows you to show up and lead in a way where people follow, in a way where outcomes come from it. Does it bring out genuine kingdom leadership from you? This is how you know it's a leader strength. Does that make sense? Okay. Same thing with administration and service. When you show up in solving problems, serving others, giving advice, you are coming up with practical solutions, using skills for practical needs, providing logical solutions. Are these things stripped? Are you actually gifted to do these things, or is it what you like doing? Okay. Are you gifted in that it shows up when to motivate you in how you lead people? Okay. Does it motivate you? Because sometimes people want to be these things. Okay. It's true. People want to be these things. People want to be these things. And so this is the way that you can assume or, kind of put yourself in a space where you maybe assume this way of being, but are you gifted at it? Okay. Same thing with the last one. Okay. The last one, the leadership and teaching. Okay. Mobilize people for collective effort, lead or teach others in spiritual matters, give wise and spiritual counsel. So the question is this something that you do effectively or something that you just started doing because you liked it? Okay. Can you see now? Okay. So what y'all think about that? Okay, you can see it. Can't see it still. Okay, you can still see it. Okay, good. Just making sure we together. And then with natural abilities, okay, I think these are pretty clear. If you, what do you focus on in natural abilities when you do a task, when you do a project, and when you communicate? Okay, how do you show up in these things when you're doing those things? Okay, when you're leading in a task, a project, or having a communication style. So everybody has communication style, but what's the way that drives you in your way? Communicative and motivational. You are led by naturally just being creative, or you're naturally a problem solver. Okay, this is now talking about natural ability, task, project, and communicating with people. What leads you naturally? Do you agree with that? Okay, you get creative, you get analytical problem solving, you get communicative and motivational. Okay, um, that that one is funny because Sarah said I'm the only one. Yeah, she communicates the most, so we see that naturally. Okay, she is the only person in there on that one. She can out communicate us all. It is a natural talent or a natural ability. Okay, the leadership qualities. Okay, and these are the supportive and encouraging, strategic and results oriented, visionary and inspirational. So this is about then when you are showing up as a leader, then what is the result? Qualities is now about what is the result. What is the result of your leadership? Okay, were people supported? Okay, what did they get a result? Or in visionary, did they see something? Because you helped to lead. Okay, so that's the way to think about, was there a result? Did they see something because you were leading? And did you or did you provide support and encouragement? These are ways that leadership shows up. So if you take your leadership makeup, okay, we say, I'll start with David because I started with David, mercy, creativity, and strategic, results oriented. Okay, where'd that go? That's weird. Did I write that on there? Okay. If we start with this one, what does this tell you then about your leadership style? Okay. I don't know. Okay. Okay? It tells you that you work best and you lead best in environments where you can be compassionate, okay? Where you can use creativity and where you can have a strategic and results oriented function. Okay? Without those things, you may find leadership to be hard. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay? Without those things, it will be hard to lead. Okay? Yvette, administrative and service, creative and results oriented. Okay? So you may find it harder to lead in a space where you don't have these three components. Understand that you're not pushing into those three spaces of strength. Okay? And so on and thus and so. Okay? So that was good. Okay? Great. Amazing. So, okay, that's good. So going back to the first one, how y'all do on the first one, the first quiz? Oh, got a question about this? Oh, yeah, go ahead. You got a question about this one? Okay. You got a question about this one?
Question.
Yeah.
So if like with with serving at church, what do we do if we find ourselves not pushing into these things, or if if we're like, okay, I'm admin service, like where, so how do I begin to push in? Like how do we begin to push in, if that makes sense? Like plug ourselves and push in where we're needed in the ministry.
Yeah. So when you're talking about pushing into where you're needed, when you push into where you're needed, this is how you should be showing up. Okay? It's not about where, it's about how. Okay? So this isn't about where, this is about how you lead. Okay? Not what you do, but who you are as you lead. Okay? It's showing you where your strengths are. Okay? As you lead in whatever area of ministry, right? And you don't choose you don't choose by these things, okay? Because you could say basically, okay, if it says that my area is creative, then I'm just gonna go get a creative job. Okay, that's not gonna make sense because this is a part of your leadership makeup. It's not everything. Okay, it's not telling you what to do. It's telling you how to show up and what your strengths are. Does that make sense? Okay, how to show up in your strengths, not what to do. Any other questions about this? She asked you a question. Period. Okay. All right. How did y'all do on chapter 1 quiz? What's your points? 17. Okay. 15. Okay. 16. Okay. 15. Okay. Page. The first one. That's the first one, 73? Okay. Okay. What'd you get, David? 17. Okay. Good. Okay. So 16 to 24 points mean you have a strong understanding of relationship dynamics. Okay. Now, if you use the knowledge, is something else that we're not talking about tonight. But we're talking about just understanding relationships, transitional, transformational, and transactional. Having understanding. Oh, which one am I at? Hold up. Oh, I'm at chapter 1? Oh, wait a minute. Let me go one man. My bad. Y'all got 2 points for A, 3 points for B, 1 point for C? Okay, this another one. Okay, I'm back. Yee. Okay, sorry, y'all. Okay, so this now is 12 to 18, strong understanding of leadership mentalities. We back now. Okay, understanding what mentalities show up. Okay, and anybody get under 12? Okay, no. You think maybe you did, Mom? Okay. So the book talks about these different one-man leadership models and talked about the arrival mentality. Okay, somebody quickly tell me what's the arrival mentality? When you get a title, okay, you think you arrived at somewhere. A destination based. Yeah, you got to do nothing else because you arrived at your title. Okay, you arrived at discipleship, it's over. Okay, 2, carnal mentality. What's that one? Yeah, consumed with selfish ambitions and foolish. Okay, do it all mentality. Have a hard time delegating things and giving it away. Okay, you do it all yourself. Church hurt mentality. Divisive. Okay, divisive. Have challenges responding with actions other than offense. Okay, that's a church hurt mentality. Renegade mentality. What's that one? Renegade mentality. Who gonna check me? Yeah, who gonna check me type. Okay, self-centered pride and vanity. Okay, divisive controlling mentality. What's with that one? Yeah, trying to control people's life, child. Okay, these are different one-man leadership model types that are mentalities. So what are mentalities? Mentalities is what goes behind this type of person. What type of thinking, okay? What type of thinking goes into a person with a one-man mentality, okay? What type of thinking goes into a person that has a one-man mentality, okay? Renegade, church hurt, all of these are things ways of thinking that make people one-man focused. Okay, this is why in a lot of churches and on jobs, people build factions. Y'all know factions? Okay, factions. Factions are little groups within a group. Okay, factions. People build factions around church hurt, okay, or around job hurt. Soon as somebody gets to your job, they're telling you about what happened before and how what's going on at your job is like what happened at their old job. That's a mentality. Now, in the book, we call it church hurt mentality, but it could be job hurt. Okay? Yeah, it happens all the time. Now, it's a faction it's a type of leadership. Because now it's a faction that's been built that's keeping you away. Okay? Keeping you away from proper leadership. Okay? Keeping you away from proper kingdom leadership. Okay? So these rival mentalities, all of these things keep you from being a kingdom leader and bring you into a space of being a one-man leader. Okay? One-man leadership model. Okay? So that was chapter 2. Now let's get into chapter 3, period. Okay? Chapter 2. That was chapter 2. I brought us into chapter 2. Okay? I brought us to chapter 2. And I also got into this framework here that's going to get us into now building healthy team models, okay? Because you need who? Other people. Okay, who you need? Other people. So the book and the Bible, let's start there. The Bible tells us about avoiding different types of things. And one of the things that we are avoiding is a one-man model, okay? Jesus had disciples, okay? When Jesus said, go, therefore, who he told? The people. He told a group of people, when you go out, go how? To buy. So can there be a such thing as God just called me to do this ministry by myself? Show it to me in the Bible. You will not. Daniel was a man, a prophet, who was highly prophetic gifted. He could tell kings their dreams and all things. And guess what he did? A posse. Okay, their names they was given. Okay, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, all them. He had a crew that he rode with. Okay, and he told them what? They said, eat the kings, this, that, and the other. And what he say? No, don't do it. Okay, so building healthy team models is not an option that we have. It's a necessity because it's the kingdom way. Okay, I will say that this is the place where I've gotten probably in our last in our last two attempts to advance the kingdom with other leaders, this is the main problem that I face. None of them want to do teams. Okay? None of them. None of them believe in kingdom teams. My thing, my ministry, my. Now, we want you to invest in us now. Okay? We want you to give money. We want you to, be the covering. You want us to do a whole lot of religious things. But in reality, you don't want to be a part of a team. Okay? And that was, it wasn't like insinuated. It was stated straight up. Okay, team. Okay, I just don't understand what y'all are doing. Y'all doing everything as a team? Somebody has to be the leader. Okay? Controlling mentality. Divisive mentality. Because every believer is a leader. And this is hard for people to understand that have one-man mentalities. Okay? It's a flip to the coin if you're not controlling. Some people they don't want to be a part of the team. And then if you are controlling, they want to be a part of the team. It can go both ways. Okay? Because some people was like, you got to be basically more controlling. What's the use? Your apostle will need to be more, it's a specific word. We need to be more, dogmatic. Right? This is how we get into leadership mentalities. It's a way of thinking. So what happens then? We're building kingdom models. What happens then when you come into a kingdom space with people and you bring your one-man mentality? It ain't gonna work, is it? It's not gonna work, because what you find is that people with that mentality, now just to be clear, most people like it. Most people just to be frank, most people like not having to lead. Or I'll just follow somebody. In church, that's our actual thing. Most people I will just follow somebody, even if the somebody is one of those one-man mentalities. Even if they are corrupt, whatever, because they are the leader. So that's what we're tearing down tonight, that's not a real thing. Okay, because somebody's the leader, we follow them anywhere and everywhere. When having a biblical team model is about our ability to have diverse culture, okay, different leadership levels, okay. Not everybody is the pastor. Not everybody is the apostle. Not everybody is okay. It's a shared team ministry model. What is it? Shared team ministry model. Okay? Now, in this, we see a couple of examples of you in your book, Moses and Aaron. Okay? Together, they showed a complementary role in leadership team. You know what people told me and Apostle Will? It will never work. There's no way that you guys can actually lead together. Because Apostle Will said when we went out, my wife and I co-nothing. Okay, ain't no co. Ain't no co around here. You don't like it, period. Okay, ain't no co. And what they said is, okay, that's not going to work, because you need to have somebody that is the person. Okay? And so what happened was, okay, people who could understand that and like that, they stayed alone. Okay? People that came here and tried to divide us did not work well together. We didn't work well together. And so what we're talking about is with Moses and Aaron, you're talking about leaders who have different roles and functions, but both lead. Okay? And this is, people I respect and trust. That was like, that ain't never going to work, y'all doing it like that. Okay? Because they didn't have the revelation. That's okay. Okay? If you want to not live biblical, that's your opinion. But this reduces the stress on a leader. Okay? With another one, Jesus and the disciples. Okay? What did he do with Jesus do with the disciples? Remember when he sent 70 out? Okay, y'all thought it was 12 disciples. Be honest. Who thought it was 12 disciples? Okay, nah. Okay, when we read, it was, he sent out 70 disciples. How he sent out 70 disciples if it was only 12? The 12 were closer. Okay, there were 3 even closer. Okay, but there were 70 plus that he sent out to preach, to cast out demons. So this shows us that the biblical model team is not one person from a pulpit that does all those things. Everybody on the team has authority to cast out demons. You ain't got to wait for me to get there. Okay? We can cast that demon out wherever. Okay? We ain't got to wait for healing. Somebody else got to give the healing. It's here. Okay? We got to wait for the prophetic word. And most of you grew up in that mentality. That's why you are useless in different spaces. Sorry. Because you grew up in a mentality where the man of God, the woman of God, they was the people that did all the things. And you respected them because they were elite. They were so gifted. Oh my, wow. When he walks in, if he's not here, I'm leaving. I'm not even coming to church today if I don't see that car when I pull up. That's how it was in my old church, point blank. They didn't see Bishop ride. When they came around that corner, they did not come. They turned around. Okay, we seen it. It was like a secret. It was like, sometimes they write on Facebook. They be like, oh, guess Bishop out of town today. I ain't coming. Yes, they did. Because guess what that is? One man mentality. If you, and I let my spiritual father to pieces, but somebody didn't teach them kids right. Somebody didn't teach them kids right. Because ain't no way that I don't understand the Bible enough to know that something is wrong with that. Okay? You can't go to church and get the word and worship God. I don't care who there. If you can't get there and worship God and get the word, I mean, something is wrong. If it's all based on a one man. Y'all hear that? Okay? There is no one man nothing. Okay? It's a lot of lazy saints that choose not to lead. Okay, let's keep going. Biblical models. Paul and his co-laborers. Okay, remember he said he had the co-laborers in the ministry, Timothy, his spiritual son, Titus, Silas. They served alongside Paul. Okay, with their unique gifts in the early church. Okay, you got the 12 disciples. They had their, look, bringing their strengths and weaknesses to the team in a construct kind of like this. Of natural talents, you had the tax dude, okay? You had the physician, Luke, okay? Then the early church leadership in the book of Acts, and we see elders, apostles, deacons working collaboratively together. Now, if this is true, and it is, because you see it here. Do you see it here? Okay, do you remember these people in the Bible? Have you ever read about this before? Okay, great. Then if this is true, where are we? Where is the kingdom church now with kingdom leadership and church leadership? We know where. Because what mega ministry did and what storefront ministry did is the same thing. It's no different. They both made it about a one man. Small churches and big ones alike. That's how one got crowds, and that's how one kept families. You hearing this? Mega churches drew crowds by person. Storefronts kept families by a person. Okay? You can see that. Okay? You can see that. Okay? Now, I will say that when we talk about building out kingdom teams and healthy teams, you know what this means? Who know what this means? That this not popular. So you think somebody want to join your biblical team? I used to tell Apostle Will all the time, just let him. People really in reality don't want to live like the Bible. This is true. don't really want to live like the Bible. So then you talking about we're going to do it like the Bible did it. That's not enticing. Okay, people are not staying because we're doing it like the Bible. Okay, they will follow anybody who is charismatic, who sounds good, okay, who has an influence, has followers. Okay, all of those are criteria. The Bible is not. So we talk about biblical team models. You got to understand that these things were not popular. Okay, this is not, it's not popular. So if we expand these definitions and look, we had David and the mighty men. Okay, this is in the Bible. David and the mighty men. I like David and the mighty men. David and the mighty men. That's literally what it was called, David and the mighty men. You have the apostles. And as you look at Ruth and Naomi, okay, as you look at these different dynamics, it's getting into the styles of these people. Okay, when you think of Paul and Timothy, I don't think I had that one in there, or Ruth and Naomi, you're looking at someone experienced with someone that's less experienced. Okay, that can be age, that can be spiritually. You're looking at that kind of dynamic. When you're looking at the apostles, you're looking at people that all came with their own natural talent and spiritual talents to bring it all together. Okay, so you're looking at these different models to see what does healthy team look like. Okay, you know why most people start their ministry on their own? You know why most people start their ministry on their own? Because they're unhealthy. Most people manipulate you to get you in the door. This is true. This is churches as well. See, it's a manipulation to get you in the door. Okay, so then you got to keep that first up. I got to tell you certain things. Oh, yeah, Yvette, you know, I see, you know, you called to preach. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see, you know, you gifted in this, you gifted in that. And we look for things like that. Instead of letting the Bible be the actual thing that we all live out together. Oh, you're gifted in this. Oh, you're prophetic. I can see that. Oh, you're this, that, and the other. Oh, you have this on your life and that on your life. Those are all church tactics. I hate to tell y'all this, okay? It is. It's a church tactic to bait you into coming. And you know what? When that don't work, then I'm going to control you. Okay? You're not going to do this like this in my house. This is my house. You're not going to do this in my church. This is my house. You're going to get out of my house with that. Oh, so it's not God's house no more? So now it's your house. This house don't belong to God. This is your church house. Okay? These are different tactics that are used that we have become accustomed to. So then when you tell somebody we all going to be leaders, every believer going to be a leader, what they going to tell you? That's all right. They act like something wrong with us. Be honest. They act like something wrong with us. They like, what's wrong with y'all? Okay? Aren't you supposed to be in a space where you're showing people that you are king? Okay? So when we talk about building healthy team models, y'all got this? What we building? Healthy team models, okay? What we're reflecting on is, am I a part of a team? A kingdom team. Am I a part of a kingdom team? Let me tell you what happened to me. I drafted my spiritual dad. I drafted him on my team. Okay, he came on over to my team. I drafted him over to my team. And when I drafted him over to my team, you know, some of it, me and Apostle Will at this time was not really into, when we left the church we was in, it was a lot of, you know, demonic stuff happening there. Anyway, when we left and we came over, we was kind of like saying stuff like, you know, we trying to be kingdom. We ain't really trying to do church no more. You know, we was on through that kind of phase. Okay, y'all know that kind of phase. We was in that phase. And so what I learned is that the church is a part of the kingdom. Okay, so it's crazy to say you're going to do one without the other. Okay, you actually can't do one without the other. It has to be inclusive because Jesus died for the church. He's not coming back for the kingdom. The kingdom is the system. He's coming back for the church. Okay, the church. Okay, that's good. So, okay, so I got that correction. But as we started moving together, you know what I realized? My team didn't just help me be gifted inside church, but my team helped me be gifted everywhere. So this is when I started learning about being prophetic and apostolic in the marketplace. Okay? This is how a kingdom team functions. That what you receive from God translates in every area of your life. Okay? It's not just for, okay, hug a buck. Okay? It's not just for that. Okay? It's not just for speaking into people's lives. Okay? It's not just for that. It translates everywhere now. Okay? Everywhere I am is translated by the kingdom team I'm on. Okay. Y'all saw my Redskins doing their thing. Okay. Doing their thing. They got a new player. Okay, you got a new player. You got a new player. I don't care if it was a Hail Mary or not. He caught the ball and we won. Okay. It matters who's on your team. It does. It matters who's on your team. That even having the ability to catch that ball was something that not everybody could have done. Okay, I looked at it over and over too. Because I was like, how you know to be right there at that time? Okay? There is something about it's not really even about your teammates. It's about your ability to use what God gave you as a part of a team. Can you see that? This is why, some basketball teams didn't make it. Because they had a one person mentality. Oh, we always want to give the ball to this person. What when that person get hurt? Now your stats go down. Okay? Same way it is in the kingdom. That if we shift all of our weight in one direction, we miss the opportunity for the collective to push us forward. We miss the opportunity for the collective to be right in the right place at the right time. And so this should show up everywhere now. Where should it show up at? Everywhere. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean that everywhere everybody's going to get it. Okay? Some jobs that I went to, they could not handle. Okay? As soon as I get there, I'm like, I'm changing everything. Okay, this crazy in here. Y'all crazy. Okay, y'all ain't got no handbooks, processes. Okay? Now, I'm bringing my kingdom to a place that maybe don't want kingdom. Okay? That's relationally. That's true. In all areas of your life, it should show up because you don't change where you go because now you've mastered it as being who you are. Okay? This is what it looks like to be a part of a kingdom team. Okay? Not one person going up, we all go. We all go up. Okay? That's a healthy ministry team. Okay? We all do what? We all go up. Now, we're not going up for going up's sake. Okay? We're going up to exemplify and glorify God and his kingdom. Okay? So when we talk about this healthy team model, okay, one of the things that is not in our book, but it's called the body model. Okay, the body model. Okay, they didn't make it in the book, but a body model. And this every person has, because guess what? Everybody's a part of the body. Who a part of the body? Every believer is a part of the body. Okay, so this team-based approach is supposed to pull on your unique strengths, your spiritual gifts, and foster a synergy. Who knows what a synergy is? It's like we come together to like make a stride. Okay, we come together to thrive. We come together to make something live, make something become bigger. Okay, you know what? It works out. Frankly, if I'm being honest with you, me and Apostle Will, we really, in most of our marriage life, kingdom life, haven't really liked each other's leadership style. Can we be honest with you? Let me just be honest. Okay, we not compatible. Okay, not from a you like this and I'm like this. We're not compatible. Okay, he's gonna sit back, he's gonna process, he's gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm more like in 5 seconds I'm responding. Okay, that's me. I'm just okay. What you waiting for? Okay, we ain't no more time to wait. We need to go. And so what we had to learn is what's the synergy. Okay, because moving quickly isn't always wise, and waiting isn't always wise. So how do we take what are our strengths and create a synergy? Because sometimes what you demonize is a part of someone's makeup. Okay? What you demonize is a part of someone's makeup. Okay? We talked about diggity, communicative. Okay? Sometimes, but some people like it, some people don't. Okay? That's true. Okay? Some people yeah, that's great. Problem solving. Okay? Some people like that, some people don't. Some people like, look, I don't want a problem to be solved. I like being jacked up. I know people like that. I like being in the space I'm in. So just because it's something that's your strength doesn't mean every space and place is going to embrace it. But guess what? You can show up that way and grow in your leadership strength everywhere. Okay, you can grow in your leadership where? Everywhere. Okay, it should lead to your promotion. It should lead to your career being the career. Okay, the career. Somebody told me the other day, you don't have to like what you do. You just have to be able to do it. I don't know what kind of existence that is from my perspective, because I'm like, you got to like what you do. I mean, don't you? It makes sense to do something that you like doing, but you cannot evolve if you are unwilling to be a part of a team. Okay? People don't evolve alone. You know why? Because you never see your spots. So 1 Thessalonians 5:12, Amplified Classic Version. Now also we beseech you, brethren, get to know those who labor among you. Okay, do what? Get to know those who labor among you. That means I can't get to know you if you're not working in ministry with me. You just come into church, I'm probably not going to get to know you. And you like, well, it seems like nobody really want to get to know me. What contribution are you giving to the team? That's actually the way it works. It's not just fellowshipping and hang out with each other. It's actually what it says here. Get to know those who you labor among. Recognize them for what they are. Good Lord. What is that now? Oh, recognize them for what they are. Okay, so look, I just told you. Okay, if I was Apostle Will, I would do a lot of things different, but I'm not him. That's true. I'm like, I would be doing this. I'll be doing that. You know, that's how I'll be trying to pump them up, do this, do that. You should be like this. Okay, but see, that ain't what he want to be. Know them for what they are. Same thing with me. You need to be more. Okay, but you got to recognize people for what? What they are. It don't say who. It say what. It say what they are. What they look. What the what? What kind of person are you? You gonna get to know people you labor among like that. What kind of person is this person? Okay? Acknowledge and appreciate and respect them all. How many of them? Okay? Your leaders who are over you in the Lord and those who warn and kindly reprove and exhort you. Okay? So you're going to get to know those you labor among. Okay? And it says your leaders who are over, not your leader, your what? Leader. With an S. So it's not talking about a one person. It's talking about your leaders. Kingdom leaders empower leaders to lead. So you're really breaking away from a traditional one-man model, okay, where we amplify each person's leadership impact in the whole earth. Wherever you are, you have been called there to bring the kingdom of God, and you bring the kingdom of God when you show up as who God has designed you to be. Okay, y'all got that? Okay, so we shifted from one-man model to intentional leadership. What is it called? intentional leadership. Okay? Got to break the one-man model and get it to intentional leadership. Okay? Y'all got that? Okay? So this is our, what is a kingdom team? Y'all ready for this? Okay? Equip plus empower kingdom citizens to execute kingdom agenda. It's in your book. Okay? Right before the leadership quiz. Maybe 62. What y'all told me? 72? I'm sorry. What is it? Chapter? We on chapter? Okay, yeah. Right before the leader, know your leader strength quiz. Okay. Kingdom leaders build kingdom teams. Y'all see that? Equip plus empower kingdom citizens to execute kingdom agenda. Okay? That's your formula for tonight. Okay? The body has one body, many members. Okay? And what do? Equip plus empower kingdom citizens. Say, that's me. To execute kingdom agenda. Okay? God can give you more, but the purpose he's going to give you more is to do what? Execute kingdom agenda. God's agenda on earth. So that's it tonight. Building healthy leader kingdom teams. Okay, period. And I do want to hear what y'all heard tonight. Because if we don't break this mentality as a global church, it's basically going to be over. I'm not being dramatic. For real, it's a real reality, right? Apostle Will and I talk about something. I'm going to bring you in our private room. I don't think we could do this with 150 people. I don't think we could. Because the amount of equipping, training, deliverance that need to take place, we need about 80 more people for the 150. Okay, you need every person breaking down stuff, the cracks that got into the side, this, that, and the other. Most people are too self-focused and self-centered for that type of ministry. Okay, so, we gotta, I heard one of my friends that go to First Baptist of Glenarden was telling me that when First Baptist of Glenarden recently decided to become international, people threatened to leave. Threatened to leave and take their tithes and offerings. So you're going to split up our PG County money, basically, with the globe now. You're going to put your attention on somebody other than us. Mega mentality. It's about me. You are here to serve me. This is my church. What are you feeding me? That's the mentality of a lot of religious people. So then you come and tell a person like that you got to come in and serve with people. You can't have, Kimberly Williams Ministries. Okay, you can't have me and nobody else ministry. This is my ministry. This is my. Without that, most people wouldn't serve God. Without their own agenda and ministry, most people wouldn't even serve. So you got your own ministry that you do. That you're going to go and do without having any team connection or any connection to the kingdom or the church. How is that possible? That you have a ministry that's not connected to a kingdom or a church? How? How can that be? That's illegal. That's illegal. I don't care, and I'm sorry, friend. I don't care if it's a dance troupe. I don't care if it's an online ministry. If it's not connected to a kingdom and a church, it is not valid. I'm sorry. You know why it's not valid? Because who is pastoring those people? Who keeping the wolves out? That's the biblical job of those on the kingdom teams. Who keep the devil out? Who makes sure that we all don't go astray, becoming more focused on dance than we are on God? On reaching people than we are on God himself. That's what happens to those types of ministries. It gets so focused on the thing that they think is the thing that God loses focus. Okay, now people in whatever lifestyles, influencer, people that are in any lifestyle doing kingdom things, it cannot be so. It is illegal. And it is illegal. No matter how great it is. You cannot have a ministry that's not connected to the kingdom and God's church. What y'all think about this? Because I want to know. I'm coming up here. What y'all think about it? Go ahead, pass some of the mics around. What y'all think about it? Period. Look, everybody's high from the mic, y'all like that. I want to know what y'all think about it, because this is how we got a whole bunch of erosion going on, child. Is it on, Brother Joy?
Okay.
You get us started, Brother Joy. Go ahead and get us stirred up.
Whew, yeah, that was a lot. That was a whole lot.
That went on a whole lot in a few minutes, child.
But I think you make a real good point that I'm trying not to step on the white toes.
You can step on everybody's toes because we here together. Kingdom family.
I have been around like big families and big churches and stuff like that, and I have seen how it is. And I understand what you and Apostle Will was talking about, like how some of it loses its focus the bigger the church is, especially if you don't have the right people to help maintain the actual focus.
Yeah, discipleship, deliverance.
Because then if you
God
got
himself,
500 people, 600
Sure.
people, and you only got 5 people helping out,
correct.
it's like,
It's a problem.
can you really teach them the correct way? Can you actually make sure they learn everything? And I lived in DMV all my life, and I have seen how big churches have gotten,
Yeah.
and it don't have that same passion, that same like connection sometimes.
Sure. You know, when we talking about this, it reminds me, you remember this, Deacon Sarah, when T.D. Jakes had got up and said that 5% of his church, it was like 2 to 5% in both deliverance and discipleship. 2 to 5%. I was shocked. It's basically just the leaders. I was shocked. Like, say, you mean to tell me you've been in ministry for 25 years, and then you found out, not that you knew, you found out by survey, that a small amount of your people actually have been through deliverance or discipleship. Help me make it make sense. It don't do it. That don't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. Okay? And you know what? Okay? You know what? You know what? It really almost took some of y'all out. Because you following people that's leading you nowhere. I'm just be honest with you. You wasn't going nowhere. Okay? I remember one time asking about Mom V. I said, what's she going for? Didn't I do it, Mom V? Yes, I did. I said, what's she going for? Because I want to know. I said, is she going to be ministering? I mean, I needed to know something. If you're going to pull her out of church, I need to know. Because we talking now. If you putting her out of church, I need to know what she doing. She on a ministry team? Okay? Oh, no, you know, it's her age, it's this, it's that. That's no reason. That ain't no reason to be following nobody around because of how old you are. Ain't that silly? That's crazy stuff. But that's how we identify. Okay, oh, yeah, she good with the youth. Oh, she good with the seniors. Oh, he good with the this. That ain't how you identify how people serve. Okay? I told Mom, be straight up. Don't give me no water. You hear what I said? Because I come to stomp out this foolishness. Okay, Mom, don't give me a glass of water. Okay? First guy, don't get nobody nothing. Okay? Because we need to see who you are beyond something that's made up. Okay, we need to get into healthy kingdom leadership team that's not based on somebody giving you something so you can stay. That ain't good. You are supposed to be equipped plus what? Empowered. Equipped plus what? Empowered. That's why Jesus Christ came. So you can have life and life what? More abundantly. Okay? Not some weak life based on some man who got control over you. Okay? And I said what I said. Okay? So Shirley, what you getting out of this here? Period. Yes, I'm coming to you. Period.
So what I'm receiving from tonight's teaching is that you need your team, you need your crew.
Everybody.
You can't do it alone.
No.
I'm also receiving, I did take some notes.
Go ahead. So took out some notes.
Yeah. Well, it's from the Bible verse, know those who work among, who labor among you.
Mm-hmm. It's a light bulb, ain't it? There's a little light on that. If there's a little light on that, you ain't gonna know nobody if they ain't laboring with you. That's true, though. That's true. How y'all doing online? Okay. Y'all doing all right on the Zoom? Ooh, child. Yeah, give it to David. Go ahead and tell us something, David. Brother David. Go ahead and tell us something. David Spade. What you got? Okay.
I like what you said about not focusing in on like just the natural ability. Like when you said, you know, just because you're creative, don't go get a creative job. But like, you gotta bring everything you got into the space. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Bring the whole leadership
Yeah.
shebang in.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't let somebody hone you in on one part of your natural gift and abilities and stuff. Okay. You know, you just the cook of the family. Okay. I like David's cooking. Okay, but I want David to use his whole leadership. Okay, and if being a chef ain't gonna do it, he shouldn't do that. That's period. If being a chef ain't gonna do it, and playing that keyboard ain't gonna do it, guess what? He shouldn't do that as his overall thing. He can contribute in areas, but that don't mean that's where he called the lead. Oh, I like helping people. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that's one thing that got y'all in the chokehold. You like helping people? Great. Now you put hold in on one thing. And that's why you can't get the fullness out of where you're supposed to be at. Marketplace or otherwise. Because you honed in on one part of yourself and made it everything. You cannot do that, friends. Go ahead, friend.
I'm just telling myself, remember I was deep in that creativity?
You wore me out, child. Every other day you was going to be a creative. Go
I
ahead.
was doing something creative and I was just starting businesses. But no, I can really,
Hallelujah.
I can see that from myself of how I waste a lot of time to get to this place.
You did.
That was like,
That was right in front of you.
it was right here. And then it still gave me the opportunity to be creative. So I can definitely see the other side of this of like, all these matter.
Do you know how you got there?
Is it what I think?
It took you a lot of years for no reason. How did you get there? It took you a lot of years for what? How did you get there?
How did I get?
How did you get there?
Well,
Marketplace. How did you get there?
See, I got multiple answers.
You better find the right one, and you better find it tonight.
How
did you get there?
What's that? Surrendering.
Nope. How did you get there? Think about it. How did you get there? Because this is actually important. I can see this in your next step.
Okay, look.
Yeah, you better get it. How did you get there? How about Deacon? You better phone a friend.
Struggling.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean,
How about
that
you?
was-
How about your kingdom sister,
That was
child?
that was.
You better help your friend in this room.
Oh, Pride. Pride that went to not boy no. Oh yeah, rebellion, pride.
Not getting what?
help.
Not getting
That is true.
help.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Okay.
true. Because I was about to say
Not
something else.
Getting
Uh-uh.
help. Okay. But then how did so that's how you got there.
Yeah.
But then how did you get to the actual results now?
Asking questions
In the marketplace.
getting guidance.
Your kingdom team.
Yeah, that's true. That was a lot, but I said getting guidance.
That's
that was
period.
True.
Your
Yeah,
kingdom
that was true.
team.
Yeah.
That means you wasted in between that time period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the year you started working for me?
20,
What was it? 2020.
2021.
I think wisdom, right? 2020 sound right. 2020 sound right.
20.
2020 sounds correct.
Okay.
Okay. So then what did you do with what you got?
I embraced it
Mm,
a little bit.
How long you been on this job?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. So somewhere it took you how long to realize?
Yeah, that was a struggle. It's the
How long did it take you to realize that you had everything you need in the room?
It took me a while. Yeah, it took me at least like 4 years. What has
The whole 4 years.
Yeah, it took me 4 years because I was really dedicated.
The whole 4 years, because you was dedicated to what?
Creativity, one part. Yeah, my natural ability.
Being
That's true.
creative.
Yeah,
Ain't it
is-
true?
That's very true.
Okay, that's years you
I
missed out
couldn't-
on
I couldn't-
benefits. I'm just showing you how it showed up in your whole life.
Yeah, because I couldn't
You
see,
focus on one part.
I couldn't see nothing. I thought that was it. I thought that
You
was
thought that was
the
it.
place. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't have a child. Yeah, that's true.
Your kingdom team. Okay?
yeah.
You know what happened to Minister K? Minister K, she used to work with the kids. And I told Minister K straight up, that can't be it. You can't be, friend. You can't be in your 30s like this, friend. Okay. What was you, 29? How much when I met you? 28? I don't know. Yeah, when I met you. 26? 26. Okay, 26. Okay. I'm like, ain't no way you can go in your 30s like this, friend. We got to get you out of here. Right? Because for real, like it was before kid, after kid. I'm like, no, friend. No, I love the kids. Yes, she did. I love the kids. I said, you know what? You can love them. You can love them in the church. They coming. I mean, Yvette wasn't here yet. I said, they coming. I don't know when they going to get here, but that's when you can love them because we got to get you out of this. This is what your kingdom team does. Your kingdom team is supposed to be pushing you, not just to be more prophetic, not just to be more apostolic, but for your true leader strength to come through. Okay? When Minister K Philly figured it out, okay, it's HR. It just took forever. I knew it was HR like 2 years before. I was just like, what's taking so long, child? When she figured it out, how long did it take? Maybe weeks. Weeks for her to get a job. That's a reality. That job acted crazy. How long did it take? Weeks. Something you are missing from not being connected to people that you're supposed to be connected to. It's just like they making sense for you, friend. Because you're not a part of a healthy kingdom team. Ain't nobody here should ever be without a job. Tell the truth, y'all. There is no person in this room that should be denied a promotion. Not for years. At some point, we getting one. At some point, we getting one because it's in the house. It's in the team. Not because you are great on your own, but because you have resources around you. That's what a healthy kingdom team looks like. Not one person going up. We all go. We all go up. Period. 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 That's it. That's true, Sister April, and it is true. Because people get you wrapped up in something, you don't know what you wrapped up in. You have no idea what that social club is bringing you into. So my last word of the night is, get with your kingdom team. Okay, you had a dead-end job for what? What you want a dead-end job for? I'm just being straight up with you. It don't make sense. But you got to follow instructions. Okay, it was what? It was maybe 10 o'clock at night. I told Kanisha, I said, this your job. Go apply for it now. I said, don't wait. This your job. And she's still there. Because if you connected to Kingdom Team, somebody should be hearing God on your behalf. So it's time for you to get out of there. Child, that ship about to go down. Ship went down too. Didn't it go down? That's how you should be walking in authority. Roy T, period. You gotta be connected to the people God placed in your life so you can not only grow, but flourish. Okay? Anyway, that's for tonight. You heard what I said, Cousin Nicole? Hey, Cousin Nicole, you there? Oh, is that her picture? Chucks, I thought that was her. I was like, I thought, that thing look that thing look realistic. That thing look realistic. Cause you just check camera on. Woo, hallelujah. I was thinking like, wow, she's smiling good. Ooh, my girl child. Sorry, Cousin Nicole. My girl. Okay, Chanel, did you hear that? I know you at work. Okay, did you hear that tonight? Did we didn't record tonight, did we, friend? Oh, we did? Okay, good. Good, did you hear? Okay, you hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, mindset shifting. Okay, we going home, y'all. The end. Thank y'all for joining class tonight. May the Lord God bless you and keep you in Jesus' name. Amen. Blessings, everybody. Love y'all.